The ability to produce amazing YouTube videos is a bit of an art. What you can't do is just randomly put stuff together and hope and pray that people watch it. In this video, I'm going to show you a simple but proven YouTube video script structure that I personally use to increase watch time, add more value to your viewers, and create content a lot faster. I'm going to take the guessing game away when it comes to content creation with these tips. And make sure to pay close attention to tip number 5 because it's been a complete game changer for both of my channels. It's how you can turn viewers into raving fans. These are the exact same steps that I use to grow my other channel, Newbie Fitness Academy, from 0 subscribers to 77,000 subscribers in less than a year. But more importantly, leverage that growth into a lead generating, money-making machine for my fitness coaching business. So you know it works. Before we get started, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notified every time I post a new video every week. All right, let's dive in. A lot of YouTubers often miss the most important factor when it comes to creating content, and it can easily destroy the entire viewing experience and make people hit the back or exit button. It doesn't matter that you're shooting in 8K or that you have the fanciest gear and lighting. I'm specifically talking about how you structure your video. Again, it's a bit of an art, but it's absolutely critical to your audience retention to keep your viewers engaged and tuned in all the way until the end of your video. If you do this properly, it's gonna make your viewer watch more of your videos, which means more watch time for your channel. And in case you didn't know, watch time is the most important metric that the YouTube algorithm looks at when it comes to determining your channel's success. So here's the simple 5-step video structure that I use for both of my channels that I've tried and tested, and it's been refined from making almost 200 videos to this day. As we go through these steps, I'm also going to bring up examples to show you how this works. Okay, the first part is kind of a 2-for-1 deal, kind of a 1-2 combination in boxing. I call it the hook plus proof combo. The first thing you want to do in any video is to hook the viewers in. You want to throw an effective hook so your audience know that they're in the right place. They know what you're going to be covering in the video and what they expect to see. If you create an effective hook, it's going to create curiosity and keep your audience around longer watching your video. Here's a couple of examples of effective hooks that I've used in my videos from my other channel. What happens to your body when you walk for 10,000 steps every day? Does it actually lead to weight loss? The short answer is yes, but only if you do it properly. Immediately you start to think, how? Right? You're curious about this proper way that I'm talking about. Here's another one. What if I told you that you can have a cheat meal guilt-free and not have it affect your weight loss goals? There is a way, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how. Aren't you the least bit curious how you can have a cheat meal and not have it affect your weight loss goals? It's the best of both worlds. You can have your cake and eat it too. Here's one more. If you're looking to lose weight, but your progress has stopped, or worse, you're starting to gain weight, but you feel like you're doing all the right things, that can get really frustrating. And I'm going to bet that there might be some healthy foods that you're eating every day that aren't actually so healthy. Aren't you now curious what these healthy foods are that aren't actually healthy? Next, you want to follow your hook with some sort of proof right away. You want to establish instant credibility by showing your audience proof that what you're about to show them actually works, because nothing speaks louder than results. This is the show me the money moment. If you get this hook and proof combination right, you can bet that you've got your viewers' attention. This is easily one of the best ways to get someone to watch most, if not your entire video, depending on how you follow the rest of the steps I'm about to give you. Let's use our previous examples, starting with the hook again, just so you can see how to transition to your proof. What happens to your body when you walk for 10,000 steps every day? Does it actually lead to weight loss? The short answer is yes, but only if you do it properly. Again, that's my hook. Now, here's my proof. This is actually how one of my students inside the Fat Loss Accelerator was able to lose 25 pounds of fat without working out. All she did was walk 10,000 steps every day and a couple of other important things. Boom. As you can see, I use another hook there. Here's our other example. What if I told you that you can have a cheat meal guilt-free and not have it affect your weight loss goals? There is a way, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how. Again, that's the hook, because I love cheesecake. It's my favorite treat, and I'm so happy that I get to enjoy it guilt-free. But there are rules. Another hook. Now here's the proof. This approach to cheat meals is how I've been able to enjoy them guilt-free for the last 8 years and counting, and probably for the rest of my life. And this is also the exact same approach to cheat meals that I give to all my students inside my Fat Loss Accelerator program, and they've all gone to see some amazing results. As you can see, I'm giving proof that it worked for me personally, but what's even better is that it's also worked for other people. For this instance, the students in my program. After you've delivered your hook and proof, the next step is giving a purposeful intro. This is when you can introduce yourself, what you do, if you have any credentials that's applicable for your channel, to establish even more proof and credibility. You can also introduce your brand or your company here, and also go into a bit of detail on the topic that you're going to be covering in the video. You can also explain how the content is going to be delivered. Here's a couple couple of examples. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 things you need to stop doing if you want to lose weight in 2020. What's going on, guys? Carlo Macapinlac here from newbiefitnessacademy.com. I help busy professionals lose their unwanted body fat so they can feel more confident and get the most out of their lives. Short and sweet, or you can just even have the text overlay just like what I have here. The biggest thing you have to remember about your personal intro about your brand is to keep it short. This is not the right time to treat this as a personal vlog and talk about what you had for breakfast this morning, because the truth is, nobody cares. There, I said it. A lot of people on YouTube are specifically looking for information, especially if you have a tutorial video. You want to get into the content right away. In my videos, after I've introduced myself, my brand, what I do, and what I offer, I'll usually branch off into a more specific introduction on the topic that I'm going to cover in that video, if it's applicable. I usually just mention how the video is going to be delivered to make it easier for my audience to follow along. Here's an example of a hook, proof, and intro all in one go. We evolved as human beings to move, otherwise it'd be a tree. But can you use something as simple as walking as an effective tool for fat loss? Yes, but only if you do it properly. In this video, I'm going to show you my top 10 tips on how to maximize fat loss using walking as one of your main tools. These are the exact same tips that I give to all my students, and they've all gone to see some amazing results. So you know it works. Boom. Again, short and sweet. All it took was 20 seconds and we're off to the races. Now, after we're done our hook, proof, and intro, we move into the content. This is where you get to shine. It's where you deliver the goods that you promised at the beginning of the video. This part should honestly be the easiest because you're the expert in your niche. Whether it's running through the list of top X or the best X amount of tips like our previous example, or how to do X in 10 simple steps, like how to start and grow a YouTube channel in 10 steps, which I have a video on, and I'm gonna put a link in the description below. Now, the delivery of your content might change based on the type of video you're creating. Not all content you create will fall into a top X for Y scenario, or an X amount of steps to do something. Maybe you're just talking about one thing and you're doing a deep dive into that topic. But for the most part, I usually stick to list style videos because it makes it easier for the viewers to stick around and follow along because the content is placed in a logical order. Even if they're already familiar with steps 1 or 2 or mistakes 1 and 2, they might stick around for tip number 10 or mistake number 10 because it might be new to them. What I'm trying to say is lists are just easier. Try to do a list video, if applicable, as much as you can. Or if you decide to do a deep dive about just one topic, try to break it down into sections just like this. So in this video, I'm going to break down the YouTube monetization process, including how long it takes to get monetized, how to get monetized fast, the review process, and I'm going to show you the timeline for 2 channels here, as well as some tips and tricks that you might not have known. After you've delivered the content, we move into what I like to call the surprise bonus. This is where you get to over-deliver to your audience. Think about it this way. Based on the topic of your video, you know exactly where your audience is at. You know their pain and struggles. That's why you created a video about that topic. So once they've watched most of your video and answered their question, you need to ask yourself, what's the next best thing you can quickly address or solve for them to help them even more while they're there? What else are they going to be interested in that you can give them to give them even more value? How can you over-deliver on your promise and just blow them out of the water? For example, on some of the videos on my other channel, when I talk about fat loss, I'll usually give them a bonus tip, or maybe I'll give a sample workout. Here's an example. It's basically liquid bread. They don't call it a beer belly for nothing. Number 11. I'm gonna give you a bonus one because I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. This might be my most powerful tip. Like, if we all adapted this, we'd be a much leaner and healthier society. This is how you get to wow people because you're under-promising but over-delivering on your video. You're going the extra mile, which they were not expecting. For that video, I actually give them my best tip as a bonus tip. That is how you turn a first-time viewer into a fan immediately, or turn your regular viewers into raving fans. You want them to leave with the impression that that was the best video they've ever watched about that topic. You want them to think, how could I have gone so long without this channel? Because your fans will become your marketing soldiers. They'll tell other people about your channel because you're awesome. And your bonus isn't something where you have to talk for 10 more minutes and keep dragging your video, because at that point it won't feel like a bonus anymore. It'll just feel like it's actually part of your content that you're just calling a bonus. A little ninja tip for you is you can actually use your bonus as a hook at the beginning of your video to get people to stick around until the end of your video. That's exactly what I did at the beginning of this video. Now, the last piece of the puzzle is your call to action. Your call to action is what you want your viewers to do next after watching your video. You can ask them to subscribe, give your video a thumbs up, maybe leave a comment, comment, or click a link to watch more of your videos. You can also ask them to download a free PDF or ebook that you might have mentioned as part of your bonus to help them even get more results from what you just talked about in your video. A lot of YouTubers, new or experienced, make this mistake of not giving a purposeful call to action. This is the part of your video where you get to hold your viewers' imaginary hand on what they should do next. If somebody watches all the way until the end of your video, that means they're highly engaged and they're most likely going to respond to whatever you ask them to do next. Now, your call to action kind of depends on where you're at with your journey. If you're completely brand new, your call to action should be to watch another one of your videos to get more watch time and views for your channel. If you have a site, you can get them to download a free piece of content that will help them even more in exchange for their email. If you're a coach or you're offering a service, you can get them to contact you if they're interested in working with you. Here's an example where I'm giving away a free valuable piece of content, and it's the exact same blueprint that I teach to all my students, and they've all gone to see some amazing results. If you want to be the next success story, then download your free copy of the Lean Body Blueprint right now. There's going to be a link somewhere at the top here or in the description box. Just click on it, type in your email, and I'll send it to you right away. Here's another example where my call to action is to get people to get in touch with me. And you realize that it's time to get one-on-one professional help, then feel free to reach out to me. Head on over to my website, newbiefitnessacademy.com/coaching, read through the page and the success stories, and fill out the application form for a free consultation. You can also make smaller call to actions throughout your video, but in general, I like to save my biggest call to action until the end. I just think that you have to earn the right to ask for your biggest call to action. Think of it as making a deposit by giving away tons of value throughout your video, and making a withdrawal by giving them a call to action at the end. You can also have a smaller call to action at the beginning of your video, just like this. Before we get started, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notified every time I post a new video every week. You can also ask your viewers to comment on your video halfway through to keep them engaged. You can ask them to comment if they agree with the point you just made, or if they've experienced something similar you just shared on your video. Audience engagement is another important metric on the YouTube algorithm, by the way. But again, leave the big ask for your call to action until the end of your video. For me, I offer a free PDF, but they have to leave YouTube, so you really only want to be doing that until the end of the video. It also just feels disingenuous if you're already asking your viewer to do something big at the beginning of the video before you even offer them any value, especially if it involves them leaving YouTube. People are going to be like, why are you asking me to do something? I don't even know you. That's a really quick way for that viewer to hit the back button, and you end up losing out on the watch time and a potential new fan completely, all because you're being needy. Always give value first. Blow your audience out of the water with your awesome content, and they'll gladly follow your call to action at the end. Now, I always try to lead by example and follow my own tips. I mentioned a bonus gift as part of my hook to keep you watching until the end of this video. Here it is. The next question then becomes, how do you actually build a successful YouTube channel from scratch? Because there's actually a way to grow it at warp speed. You can't just post random videos and hope and pray that it works. Do you have a proven plan that you can follow? To help you with that, I want to give you a free copy of my YouTube Growth Accelerator Blueprint. It's a simple 10-step process specifically designed for coaches and content creators on how to blow up your YouTube channel, become an authority in your industry, and increase your revenue. It's the exact same process that I use to grow my other channel, Newbie Fitness Academy, from scratch into a lead generating, money-making machine that works 24/7. If you want to be the next success story, then download the YouTube Growth Accelerator Blueprint right now. There's going to be a link somewhere at the top here or in the description box. Just click on it, type in your email, and I'll send it to you right away. Guys, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post a new video every week. And hey, leave a comment below if you have any questions about this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Virtual high five.